Life has a way of revealing the truth when the time is right. There are moments when people take us for granted, assuming that our love, kindness, and patience will always be there. They walk away without a second thought, believing they can replace what they had with something or someone else. But the heart has its own lessons to teach, and sooner or later, they realize the void they created by losing you. You may have felt abandoned, overlooked, or dismissed. The pain of being ignored by someone who once meant the world to you can be heavy. It leaves wounds that are not always visible but are deeply felt. However, what they failed to understand was that your presence was a blessing, and your absence would become their greatest regret. When they left, they thought they were stepping into a world of excitement, freedom, and new opportunities. They distracted themselves with people, places, and experiences, trying to convince themselves that they had made the right choice. But the soul cannot be deceived for long. A restless heart will always search for the comfort it once knew. Deep within, they began to feel a sense of emptiness. No matter how many distractions they surrounded themselves with, nothing could replace the warmth, understanding, and depth that you brought into their life. They laughed, they socialized, but when the night fell, they were left with thoughts that they could not escape. They started seeking you in other people, hoping to find even a fraction of what you once gave them. They looked for your kindness in strangers, your wisdom in acquaintances, and your love in fleeting connections. Yet no one could fill the space that was uniquely yours. The love you gave was not ordinary. It was rare, pure, and unmatched. At first, their pride did not allow them to acknowledge their mistake. They convinced themselves that they had moved on, that life was better this way. But the truth has a way of surfacing, and soon the weight of their choices began to press down on them. The more they ignored their emotions, the heavier their heart became. Their regrets began to whisper in their mind. They remembered the conversations where you patiently listened, the moments where you lifted their spirit when they were down, and the times when your presence alone brought them peace. They replayed these memories, realizing that what they had dismissed so easily was, in fact, irreplaceable. Now they find themselves wondering if you've moved on. The thought of someone else cherishing you the way they once did, or rather, the way they failed to, troubles them deeply. They never thought they would feel this way, but now they are restless, knowing that they let go of something they should have held on to. There is a divine order to everything. Sometimes people must lose something precious to understand its true value. They took your love for granted, thinking that it was just a passing phase, but now they see that it was a divine gift. They ignored your worth, and now they feel the consequences of their own blindness. Their soul is crying out for the connection they once had with you, but now they are unsure of how to bridge the gap they created. Will you even welcome them back? Will you look at them the same way? These questions haunt them because deep down, they know they failed to honor the blessing that was you. The universe teaches through experience. This is their lesson, to understand that love, once taken for granted, does not always return in the same way. They ignored you when you were present, and now they long for you in your absence. Their realization is both painful and profound. They may attempt to reconnect, offering gestures of kindness and remorse. They might try to show you that they have changed, that they are wiser now, that they finally understand what they lost. But the question remains, is it too late? You too have grown. You have healed, evolved, and found strength in your solitude. The pain they caused became the foundation of your transformation. Where they were blind to your worth, you have now seen it for yourself. You no longer seek validation from someone who could not appreciate your heart when it was fully open to them. You have learned that your love is sacred and it deserves to be honored, not ignored. You are no longer waiting for their realization. You have already stepped into your own light. Their regret is their own burden to carry. While forgiveness is divine, reconciliation is a choice. You have the power to decide whether their return aligns with your path, or if their lesson was simply to show them what they lost. One thing is certain, You were never the one who lost. They lost someone who loved them selflessly, who stood by them when others walked away, who saw their potential even when they could not see it themselves. Now the energy has shifted. The universe has placed the mirror before them, and they are forced to see the reflection of their own actions. Their journey has led them back to the truth they once ignored, a truth that now demands acknowledgement and accountability. The weight of their choices, once brushed aside, now presses heavily upon their conscience, urging them to confront the consequences they had long avoided. In this moment of reckoning, they stand at a crossroads, to continue down the path of denial or to embrace the clarity that the mirror reveals. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, offers no shortcuts, no illusions, only the raw, unfiltered reality of who they have become. And so they must decide, will they turn away once more, or will they gather the courage to face themselves and, in doing so, begin the arduous but transformative journey toward redemption? Whether you choose to open the door again or continue forward without them, know that you are divinely protected. You were never forgotten by the universe. What is meant for you will always find its way, and no amount of regret from the past can take away the blessings that are destined for you. Trust in the timing of your life, for every step you take, whether toward reconciliation or renewal, is guided by a force greater than yourself. The universe does not abandon those who seek growth and authenticity. It aligns circumstances, people, and opportunities to reflect your highest good. Even in moments of doubt or heartache, remember that every ending is a doorway to a new beginning, and every choice you make is a sacred act of self-honor. You are held, you are seen, and you are loved by the infinite wisdom that surrounds you. Move forward with faith, for the path ahead is illuminated with purpose, and your story is still being written in the stars. Hold your head high, knowing that you were the light in their darkness, and even if they only now recognize it, the universe always knew your worth. Repeat this prayer after me. Dear God, I come before you with a heart open to your wisdom and guidance. I thank you for the lessons you have placed on my path, even those that were wrapped in pain. I trust that every experience, even those that broke me, were meant to shape me into the person I am becoming. Lord, I ask for strength to continue walking in my purpose. Let me not dwell in the past or be consumed by the regrets of others. Instead, fill my heart with peace, knowing that what is meant for me will never be taken away. I surrender my emotions to you. If there is any lingering hurt, resentment, or sadness within me, I ask that you replace it with your divine love. Heal the wounds that were left by those who did not appreciate my presence. Lord, I pray for those who took my love for granted. May they learn the lessons they need to learn and grow from their experiences. If it is your will for them to return to my life, let it be in alignment with my highest good. If not, grant me the peace to release them completely. God, remind me of my worth each day. Let me never shrink myself to be accepted by those who cannot see my light. I ask for divine protection over my heart. Guard me against those who seek to return only out of loneliness or regret. Let those who enter my life be those who are aligned with my purpose and who cherish the love I have to offer. Lord, fill my heart with gratitude. Thank you for removing those who were not meant for me, even when I did not understand why. Thank you for guiding me toward those who will truly value and honor me. Let me continue to grow, to heal, and to embrace the beautiful path you have laid before me. Let my spirit be free from the weight of the past, so I may step fully into the blessings that await me. Trust you, Lord. I trust your timing, your plans, and your divine wisdom. May my life be a testimony of your grace and love. Amen.